the colors of the link and how to change or how to remove the underline, default underline for the links. And even I said making text link look like a button. So this is also we have seen, right? Yeah. After that, I said how to create a navigation menu by using a list. Now this is how you create a navigation menu by using list. Now these are the things what we have seen in the last class, right? Then after this, let us talk about, I said I'll tell you, working with CSS positions, right? Let us talk about CSS positions here today. Now, when you're talking about CSS positions, okay, when you're talking about CSS positions, right? So the position property specifies the type of positioning method used for an elements, right? Now the position property specifies the type of positioning method used by an element, and this position properties can be static, or it can be relative, or it can be fixed, or it can be absolute, or it can be what? Sticky. Now there are how many position values are there? 5 are there. One is a static, second one is relative, third one is fixed, fourth one is absolute, and next one is a stick. But how you set these values? You set these values by using one property called which one? Position. The position property specifies the type of positioning method used for an elements. Okay. And there are 5 different positioning values out there. And that is a static is there, relative, fixed, absolute, and one more is a sticky, right? So elements are positioned using top, bottom, left, and right properties. Generally, how the elements are positioned by using some properties like top, bottom, left, right properties. These properties will not work unless the position property is set the first. If you want to use these properties like, okay, top, bottom, left, and right, to use these properties, first you have to set the property of which one? Position. For example, you want to display one element at the top right side. You want to display the element at the bottom left side. Or you want to display one element top left side or top right side. Or you want to display one element in the middle. But if you want to display these elements based on left, right, top, or based on the given position, then you can do that by setting which property? Position property. But without defining the position property, if you define the positions as a top, bottom, left, and right, will it that work or doesn't work? Doesn't work. Without defining the position property, if you define the position as a top, bottom, left, and right, that doesn't work until you don't define which property? Position property. For example, suppose you have now there are different properties out there. One is a static and second one is relative. Third one is fixed. Fourth one is absolute. And next one is a stick. So they also work differently depending on the position values, right? But within this, the first position property is which one? Static. But this is a default. This is what here? Default. What is the default position of each element is static. So HTML elements are positions static by default. Now static position elements are not affected by the top, bottom, left, and right properties. If you are saying static, right? If you are set the position as a static, and if you are trying to define the position as a top, bottom, left, and right, is it this work or doesn't work? Doesn't work. Is it this work or doesn't work? Doesn't work. All elements with the position static is see here. All elements with the position static is positioned in any special way. It is always positioned according to the normal flow of the page. Normal flow of the page. For example, see here. Normal flow of the page. It means it will try to position how horizontally. It will try to position how here horizontally. For example, okay, for example, yes. Okay, for example, yes. I just write here doc type. So I'm using HTML. Yes. Now here I just write CSS. What is this here? Position. Now this is position tester. Okay, CSS position tester. And where I'm writing style. Okay, now I'm trying to create one division. So there is a division one. Okay. And here I try to define the width and height of the division. So I try to define the width of the division is some 200 pixels. The height of the division is some 200 pixels, right? Now this is a division one. Then I try to define this division position. I try to define this division position. And what is the position I'm giving here? Okay. I just write the position as what here? Fixed. I try to create. Yes. There is a division one. And there is a division two here. There's a division two. And I try to define the width. So width of this division is also same. We'll have a, otherwise we'll take this as a element selector or tag selector because I want to have the same style for all the divisions. All the divisions same style. Then what I'm doing is I'm trying to create the divisions. Now this is assume that division one. Assume that this is a division one. Okay, assume that this is a, okay, assume that this is a division two. Okay, assume that this is a division three. But how many divisions I created here? 3 divisions. But what is the positioning of this division? Fixed. The positions of this division is what here? Fixed, right? So there is a fixed. I just written division 1, division 2 as well as what? Division 2. Position is fixed. Sorry. Position is what? Static. Sorry. Position is what here? Static. I've taken the position of this is what here? Static. Now when you see this, now what is this here? Division 1 and this is a division 2 and this is what here? Division 3. Because are you define the width and height of which one? Division. What is the width of the division? 200. What is the height of the division? 300. Okay, now once I run this, now you can see this is division 1 and this is division 2 and this is division 3. But what will happen in static? See, so what will happen in static? HTML elements are position static by default. Now static position elements are not affected by the top, bottom, left and right properties. An element with the position static is not positioned in a special way. It is always positions according to the normal flow of which one? Page. It means, is it division is a block level element or not? Yes. When I'm saying it is a block level element, will it start in the same line or in the new line? New line. Is it start in the same line or in the new line? New line. So is it each division is displayed in the new line or not? Yes. Each division is displayed in what? New line. Each see each okay, each division is displayed in what? New line. Why? Because is it division is a block level element or not? Yes. Paragraph is a block level element. Division is a block level element. Will it start in the same line or in the new line? New line. So that is what is the meaning of this. HTML elements are positioned static by default. Static position elements are not affected by this. An element with a position static is positioned in any special way. It is always positioned according to the normal flow of which one? Page. When I saying normal flow of page, okay, yes, normal flow it is. I just define what do you call it as border. Yes. Yes, I just given like this. Now I can say this is a division 1 and this is division 2 and this is what here? Division 3. Now even you can align the text. Okay, text align, and text align is what here? Center. It will try to display the text in the middle, right? So this is a division 1 and this is division 2 and this is division 3. So by default position of elements are what here? Static. Any element, for example, if you take paragraph, suppose this is division, right? I write a paragraph, but are you define the style of paragraph? No. But what is the default position of paragraph? What is the default position of paragraph? Static. What is the default position of paragraph? Static. Suppose I'm writing paragraph 1. This is paragraph 1. Assume that this is paragraph 2. But how it is displayed? Paragraph 1, paragraph 2. So in the same order of HTML elements or not? Yes. Is it started in the new line or same line? New line. New line. Okay, paragraph. Okay, again I said, again I'll write paragraph. Okay, what is this paragraph here? 3. So will it display in the new line or in the same line? New line. Is it in the same flow of web page or not? Yes. See here, it is always positioned according to the normal flow of the web page. Normal flow of the web page. Okay. So by default, all block level elements, by default, all block level elements are having which position property? Static. What is a by default position property is what? Static. Okay. Then an element position by default. See here, I displayed paragraph. This is a paragraph or not? Yes. But are you define header position? Are you define header position? No. Okay, header position is not defined. Paragraph position is not defined. But what is the header and paragraph position is static. It always start in the new line or in the same line? New line. Because these are not inline elements. These are what? Block level elements. Now this is a division, and what is the class is given? Static. Now this division element has a position as what? Static, right? Yes. Now this is about division position is what here? Static. Okay, static. Static means same line or in the new line? New line. So all block level elements, all block level elements, all block level elements are having default position. Default position is what? Default position is what? Static. All block level elements default position is a static, right? Then there is one more position is there, and what is that position is? Relative is there. Relative to the previous position. Relative to the previous position. Relative. An element with a position relative is position relative to its normal position. Relative to its normal position, relative to its normal position. For example, static means from where, static means where it will start from new line. Static means where it will start from new line. Okay. But if I say relative, relative means it is relative to the normal position, means it starts in the new line, but I don't want the new line. Suppose I want in the new line, but not in the same position. Suppose not in the same position, but I want in other position. Then what do you do it? An element with the position relative is position relative to its normal position. Setting the top, right, bottom and left properties of relatively positions elements will cause to be adjusted away from its normal position. What you can do? You can set, now suppose I can say position relative top. Top means it will try to display at the top. And if I say left, it will try to display at what? Left side. If I'm saying right, it will try to display at what? Right side of its relative. Of its relative. Position should be what? Relative. If it is a static, is it left, top, right, bottom is affected? No. If it is a static, these properties are not affected. But if it is a relative, you can position it or you can adjust it according to its normal position by setting the properties like which one? Top, right, bottom and what? Left properties. Other content will not be adjusted to fit into any gap left by what? Elements. So the division element has a position as what? Related. Now suppose if the syntax is like this. Okay, element has a position what here? Relative. Suppose I change this position from static. I change this position from static to which one? Relative. I just take this property from static to which one? Relative. I just write relative, but only division I've taken. Now, suppose if I try to reload this, but is it any changes are there or not there? Not there. Because I said relative. I said it is what here? Relative. But are you change the position? No. I just write only relative. But are you change the position? No, you have not changed the position. Then what will I do? I'll try to define some properties for this particular division, right? So we'll try to create some ID selectors. Now this is a, what is this called as division 1. So ID selectors here. Now this is a division 1. So we'll have some ID selectors like division. Okay, ID 1. Yes. So, right. So I just write here, otherwise multiple divisions we can have or one division we can have. So division 1, okay, we'll have, or we'll have one division otherwise. Now this is a division 1 and here I try to define, so you can define the properties. What are the properties you can define? Left. So left, what you can define? Left. I'm trying to write how many pixels here? 30 pixels. Left is how many pixels here? 30 pixels I have given, right? I just given left is 30 pixels. Sorry. So now left, I've given how many pixels here? 30 pixels. Now is it space is given or not? Yes. Okay, the space is given, right? Suppose I'm trying to say left how many pixels I've given? 30 pixels I've given. Okay. Or if I'm writing some 100, how many pixels, how many spaces I've given? 100. Now can you see the space at the left side or not? Yes. You can specify the space position by giving left, and then you can also define which one? Top. So from top I have given how many pixels? 100 pixels, right? From the top I have given 100 pixels. Is it moved down or not? Yes. But when I can do this, If the position is what here? Relative. If the position is what here? Relative, then only you can define left to top, and you can also define which one? Right. Left, top, right. You can also define the right. I just write how many pixels here? 50. Okay, left, top, and right. But actually, see, this is right. How many spaces will be there? How much space I have given here? 50 pixels. So left is given 100. Top is given what? 100. And right is given how many pixels? 50 pixels. Okay, right? So this is how you can define left, top, as well as what? Right. Left, top, right, left. Yes. Now suppose I just remove this left and I just define which one? Right. Suppose I remove this left, but I just define only which property? Right property. I define only which property? Right. But left is started from where here? 0. Left is started from where here? 0. Right? So I can define the left. Okay. Yes. I just define the left as how many pixels here? 100 pixels. Now can you see the space at left side or not? Yes. Right? Okay. Now that is how you define. Okay. Now you can also define which property? Top. I just given the top as how many pixels here? 200 pixels. Now can you see the space at the top or not? Yes. But when if the position is what here? Relative. If the position is relative, you can define left, top, right, as well as what? Bottom. Okay. So setting the top, right, bottom, and left properties of relative position elements will cause it to be adjusted away from its normal position. Other content will not be adjusted to fit into a gap left by the elements. Okay. Yes. Division. Now this is which selector? This is which selector? This is which selector here? Division dot relative. This is which selector? Class selector. Okay. What is the name of the class is given? Relative. Okay. So there is one more. There is one more position. What is that position here? Fixed. Fixed means is it position changed or doesn't change? Doesn't change. Even though if the content is more, right? Yes, are you getting or not? Okay. Now this is a division and this is a division, right? I said division in the same way. For example, you take this is division, right? And I'm taking one more. What is it here? Image. Okay, I've taken which one? Image. And I just define the width of the image. I just define the width of the image, some 100 pixels. Now this is a width of the image and this is what here? Height of the image. I define the width of the image and height of the image and position. What is the position I've taken? Relative. Okay. So then what I'm doing is there is a division and there is a image. Okay, image is source. Image is source. I just take one image. Now this is the image, right? You can alternatively display what here? Text, right? Now this is the image, but this image is displayed here or not? Yes. Why? Because is it image is a block level or inline? Is it image is a block level or inline? Inline. Image is not block level. Image is what? Inline. Can you change the position of this or not? Yes. Can you give the left? Yes. I'm giving the left as a some 400 pixels. I just given the left as what? 400 pixels. Now is it image is moved or not moved? Moved, right? Because image is not inline. Image is inline, but image is not a block level. Image is inline. It is not a block level, right? So image is source. So is it define the width and height or not? Yes. If you want the image to be, yes, I try to give left is given 400, right? I just give the left as a 300 pixels. Now where is it image is moved or not? Yes. Okay. For example, on the image, so here I just type within the division there is some content is there or not? Yes. So I try to type some content here. I try to type some content. Suppose content means, okay, division is there. So I try to type some content. Okay, now this is the content. Okay, I just write this is, okay, this is division, right? What I'll do is I'll take one more tag selector called which one? Paragraph. I try to give the position of paragraph. Position is what again? Relative. Okay. Position is again relative. I just start the paragraph. So this is what here? Paragraph. This is a paragraph, right? But what is the position I've taken here? Relative. But is it in the same line or in the new line? New line. Is it this is in the same line or in the new line? New line, but not in the same line, right? You can position by saying left. Can you give the space at the left or not? Yes. I just given the left spaces. How many pixels here? 400 pixels. Now is it this paragraph is moved or not? Yes. Yes. Now you can position using which one? Relative. But division and relative, division and paragraph, these are which elements? Is it these are block level or inline? Block level. Block level means it starts in what? New line. It starts in the new line. But is it image in starts in the new line or same line? Same line. It doesn't starts in what? New line, right? So it is now this division is relative to which one? Image. Okay, this division is relative to what? Image. Is it division and image both will be in the same or different? Same. But you change only which one? Or you change only which one? Position. And not only that, is it width and height of the division is how many pixels? 200 and 200. But is it both are in the same line or in the new line? Same line. Okay. Because of that, you set the position of which one? Image relative to which position? Division. Right? So that is done by using which property? Relative property. See here. So an element with a position relative is positioned to the relative to its what? Normal position. Relative to the normal position. So here you have to understand an element with a position relative is positioned relative to its normal position, setting the top, right, bottom and left properties of relatively positioned element will cause it to be adjusted away from its normal position. Normal position means it starts at what? 0. It starts at which one? 0 in the new line or not? Yes. But I want to set the position of left. I want to set the position of which one? Top. Then how can I set the position of left? How can I set the position of what? Top. By taking the position property as relative, and I can use the properties like left as well as which one? Top. But if I say only static, can I set the properties like left, right, bottom and top? No, I cannot define that because it is what? Static. In static, how the elements are flow in the normal flow, how it will display all the elements. Which elements? Block level elements, right? Then next one is the position is, now there is one more position is there. What is that? Fixed. An element with the position fixed is positioned relative to the viewport, which means that it is always stay in the same place even though page is what? Scrolled. Even though page is what here scrolled, will it be in the same position or different position? Same position. Even though text is flowed, is it will it be in the same position or different? Same position. Okay, same position. The top, right, bottom and left properties are used to position which one? Element. So that you can call it as which one? Fixed. An element with the position fixed. For example, now in the previous case, for example, if you take this navigation, now previous example, if you see this navigation, suppose this is, I think this is navigation, right? Now if you see this navigation, if you see this navigation, I just remove this image. If you see this navigation bar, there's a matches, points table, teams, stats, news, and more. But I don't want this to be moved based on the content. I want this navigation should be what? Fixed. I want this navigation should be what? Fixed. It should not move it. According to the content, it should not move it. Suppose if I have a more content is there. For example, I just copy the same content here. I don't want to move it. I don't want the navigation should move based on the viewport or content. So I've taken more content here. Now you can see there is a scroll is added or not. Yes. Now if I move it, is the scroll bar is moved or not? Yes. But sorry, is it navigation is moved or not? Yes. I don't want the navigation. I mean, I don't want this navigation bar should be moved. It should be what here? Fixed. It should be fixed, but it should not be moved. According to which one? Viewport or the content. Then what will I do? I just write here inside one. So there is an ordered list and there is what? Unordered list items out there. And here I take some container is there. So there is a container. Okay, I just take the container. Container is nothing but here. Assume that I take this as which tag here? Tag element called which one? Division. Okay, there is a division and I just define position as what? Not position as relative, but I take the position as what here? Fixed. I take the position as what here? Fixed. Okay. Then I try to put this. I try to put this inside. Now this is a container, right? Now this is a division. And within the division, what do you have? Or within the division, what do you have? Navigation bar. Within the division, what do you have here? Navigation bar. But division is what here? Is it division is what here? Fixed. Division is what? Fixed here. Okay. Division is fixed. Is it based on the content? Is it moving or not moving? Not now. Is it menu is displayed? Navigation bar is as it is or not? Yes. But if I don't use, if I don't use it, I think there is a spaces given at the top. Block padding is given some 25 pixels, right? We'll just remove this padding so that it will be at the top, right? Now you can see, oh, that content space, right? Okay. So within the block, so if you run this, yeah, if you move it, is it this, is it this navigation bar, is it navigation bar is moving here? No, navigation bar is not moving because I've taken the division property as what here? Fixed. I've taken the division position as what here? Fixed, right? So fixed means it doesn't changes. Any element with a position fixed is position relative to the viewport, which means that it always stay in the same place even if the page is scrolled. The top, right, bottom, and left properties are used to position what here? Element. To position element, you can use, right? Suppose changes even though if the position viewport is get what? Change. An element with a position fixed is a position relative to the viewport, which means that it always stay in the same place even if the page is scrolled. So the top, right, bottom, and left properties are used to position what here? Element. Now you can use even these properties. So let us talk about this. Okay, right? Now this is about fixed here. Okay, now position. Now position what here? Fixed, right? Then I try to define the style here. So there is a division. So there is a division, and this is a fixed. Position is fixed, and bottom is given 0, right is given 0, and width is given 300, and this is a border is given, right? So only one division is there. So position is fixed, and right is given 0, and width is given 300, and border is some 3 pixels is given. Now where this division get displayed? So where this division get displayed? Now see, it will display at the bottom. I just define the body, and I just write here, this is division 1. Division 1. And once you run this, now can you see the division? But where is this division at the bottom? Here. It is there at the bottom. Which one? Right side. It is there at the bottom right side because right is given what here? 0. And bottom is given what here? 0. And what is the width of this division? 300. Now can you see this is displayed at the bottom or not? Yes, it is displayed at the bottom. But even though if you add more content, right? For example, you add more content. I said fixed, right? You add more content. Suppose you add more content to this page. Suppose if you add more content to this page, if you add more content to this page, is it that position changes or fixed? Fixed only, right? But this is given at the bottom, right? So it is given at the bottom. But is it this division is scrolling or not scrolling? Not scrolling. So is it fixed or not? Yes. Now suppose I try to change this. I try to change this from fixed. I try to change this fixed to what here? Relative. I change this position from fixed to what? Relative. If I give the position as relative, can you define the bottom right? Can you define the bottom and right or not? Yes. But if it is a static, you cannot define the positions like bottom, right, left, and top. If it is relative, you can define bottom, right, and all the things. Now it is there. Where is there? It is there at the bottom. Where is that? Position, relative. Yes. Now you can see position, relative. It started 0, right? So bottom, but here it is given what? 0. And right is also given what here? 0. Okay. Bottom is given 0. And right is also given what? 0. But it start with which position here? Relative. Relative means it starts in the new line. It starts in what? Always in the new line. New line means suppose is the first line. If you take this is the first line, right? So, but what is the bottom is given? 0. But suppose if I am giving right, for example, if I give a right is how many pixels? Some 100 pixels. I just given right as how many pixels? 100 pixels. Now it is moved. Where is the content? Content is moved. Where is the content? 1 minute. But when you say here fixed, just see here, position fixed, bottom 0 and right 0. So where is this here? It is fixed at what? Right. It is fixed at what? Bottom, right. What is the place is given? 0, and it is also right. Right space is given how much here? Now this is a position. See here. Bottom at which position? 0 position. At right, how many position? 0 position. 0. From right onwards, 0. At the bottom also it is what here? 0. But what is the width of this division is given? 300 pixels, right? But when it is fixed, is it this division moved according to the content? No. So that is what you mean by fixed here. So fixed means an element position fixed is position relative to the viewport, which means always stay in the same place even if the page is what? Scrolled. So the top, right, bottom and left properties are used to position which one? Element. So there is one more style is there, and that style is absolute is there. Now there is a position called which one? Absolute. Absolute position is there. An element with the position absolute is position relative to the nearest position ancestor, right? See here, an element with the position absolute is position relative to the nearest position what? Ancestor. Okay, nearest position of which one? Ancestor. Here, an element with the position absolute is position relative to the ancestor nearest to the position of which one? Ancestor. But what is the meaning of this? For example, there is a division is there, and what is the position of this division? Relative. And width of this division is 400 pixels, and height of this division is 200 pixels, and border is given, and there is a division, and what is that? Another one? Absolute. Now this is what here? Relative, and this is which one? Absolute. Relative means first, suppose, assume that, yeah, just to see here, what is the difference between the absolute and one more is a relative? Let's see this example. Yes. Now once I run this, now first one is relative, right? First one is which one? Relative. Now this is, now this one is called which one here? Relative, and this one is what? Absolute. But what is the relative? See, a relative position. What is the position is given here? Relative. What is the position is given? Position is relative, and width is given how much? 400 pixels, and height is given how many? 200 pixels. And there is another division, but position is given what? Absolute. And top is given how many pixels? 80 pixels. But this is relative to whom? This is relative. See, this now this absolute. Now this division is this division is displayed relative to which one? This division. So whose width is given 400 and what here? 200. It means, now can you say this this division is an ancestor of which one? Another division. Now see here, this division is displayed within the division or not? Yes. See, this division element has a position as what? Relative. And within this division has an element position as what? Absolute. An element with a position absolute is a position relative to the nearest position ancestor. Instead of position and relative to the viewport or like fixed, nearest position of which one? Ancestor. Means what is the left is, suppose, if I change this, just to see here, I try to change this. See, I try to change this. What is the top is given? 80 pixels are given. Top is given 80, right? Top is given how many pixels here? 80 pixels are given. Suppose I change this top from 80 pixels to, I just given it as what? 20. What is the space is given from this division? See, what is the space is given at the top? 20 pixels. Suppose I try to give the top. I try to give the top as how much here? 0. Where is it displayed? 0. But is it relative? See, this is this division is relative to, this division is relative to which one? This division. See here, this is one division, right? And this division width and height is how much? 400 pixels. But see, when you are saying it is absolute, right? Just try to understand. An element with absolute is position relative to the nearest position ancestor. This is nearest or not? Yes. What is the position of this? The position of this is, assume that after displaying, what is the position of this? This position is after displaying header. One header is displayed and one paragraph is displayed, right? After displaying the paragraph, you also displayed which one? You also displayed which one? Division. And this division default position is which one? Relative. And within this, there is another. Within this, there is another division is there. Within this, there is another division. Now see here, this division 2, see, assume that this is division 1, and this is what here? Division 2. But division 1 is relative. Division 1 is what? Relative. But division 2 is what? Absolute. Can you say division 2 is an ancestor of division 1 or not? Yes. So it is position according to which one? Division 1. It is position according to which one? Division 1. Division 1. See here. Within division 1, there is a division 2 is there. Assume that within division 1, there is a division 2 is there. I'm changing the position of which one? Top. I'm changing the position of top from 0 to how many pixels? 50. But is it top? Is it counted from? Is it top is taken from here onwards or within the division? Within the division. Position. Relative to which one here? Position. Absolute. An element with the position absolute is position relative to the nearest position ancestor. Nearest position ancestor. What is the nearest position ancestor? Division. It is a division or not? Yes. Within the division, you have a division. So define the top and define the right. Define the top and define the right. Right is defined as what? 0. Suppose if I define the right as again 50 pixels, from where it is moved. See here. From where it is moved now. This is which one? Right. So this is a division, right? What is the width and height of this division? 500. What is the width and this height of the division? 400 and what? 200. So the position of this division is relative to this division or not? Yes. But absolute means nearest position. Now you can move. This is a top and this is what? Right. This is a top as well as this is a right within the division. See here, within the division. Now for that, you can go for one more. What is it here? Absolute. An element with the position absolute is position relative to the nearest position ancestor. Nearest position ancestor. Please just to try to understand. Okay, two divisions are there. This is a parent and this is what? Child is there. Now parent is what here? Relative. Child is which one? Absolute. But where this child element is displayed with the position of which one? Parent. With the position of which one? Parent, right? With the position of parent. But how you are creating this child and parent? Within the division, there is what here? Division. Now this division is parent and this division is what? Child. But this division is position according to which one? This division is placed according to which one? Parent division, that is division 1. And that you can call it as which one? Absolute. That is called as a absolute, right? So an element with a position absolute is a position relative to the nearest position what? Ancestor, right? There is one more is there. And what is it? Another one is position sticky is there. Position sticky is there, right? What this position is? An element with the position sticky is position based on the users which position? Scroll position. An element with the position sticky is position based on scroll position, means according to the scroll it moves. According to the scroll it will move, right? According to the scroll it moves it, right? So for example, see here. So, but you should have more content, right? Then you find out the difference in what is that here? Sticky here. So there is a division and position is what here? Sticky. And position is, yes, top is 0 and padding is given how much here? 5 pixels. There is a division. Yes, some spaces are given at the bottom. How many spaces are given? 2000 pixels, because you don't have much content, right? So because of that, space is given. Now, yes, once you run this, now when you run this, now which one is sticky here? This one is sticky or not? See here. It means it is stick to the scroll. It is stick to what here? Scroll. It doesn't change this, right? It is stick to what? Scroll. See here, it is stick to what here? Scroll. That is what you mean by stick here. It is not like, what is that? fixed. It is not like fixed. It is not like fixed. Fixed means fixed only. Its position doesn't changes. Now, okay, we'll have more content in it. Okay, suppose space here, bottom space padding is given how many here? 2000 pixels. We'll have more content in it. We'll have more content so that it will move according to the scroll here. But I need to change the padding here, right? So I have given how many spaces here? How much space I have given? 100, right? More content is there, but this will place somewhere here because it is there at the top, right? So we'll place somewhere. Or I will place somewhere here. Okay, so it will move according to the scroll, right? So it will move according to which one? Scroll, right? So that you can call it as which one? Scroll. Scroll inside the frame to understand how sticky position works, right? How it will work. Now that you can call it as which one? Sticky. So it will move according to the scroll here, right? Yes. Yeah, just try to understand this one. An element with the position sticky is position based on the users. Users which position? Scroll position. Users which position? Scroll position. It will move it, right? So then next one is, there is one more is there, which is called as positioning. Yeah, how many? I think we have completed, right? How many positions are there here? 5 are there. One is first one is a static. Static means according to which one? Web page normal flow. According to the web page normal flow. And second one is which one? Relative. An element with a relative position is positioned relative to its normal position, where you can set the top, right, bottom, and left, right? And one more is fixed. Okay, an element with the position fixed is positioned relative to the viewport, which means it is always stays in the same place, even if the page is what here? Scrolled. Same place. Same place. That is tricky means it is not in the same place. It changes based on which position? Scroll position. So that is sticky, right? Absolute means based on which one? Nearest position is based on the nearest what? Ancestor. That for that you are using position what? Absolute. And next one is there is a sticky, right? Now an element with a position sticky is position based on the user's scroll position. Now that position you call it as what? Sticky, right? The next one is, now there is image properties are there. Now in the last class, positioning text inside the image, on image, sorry. Position is text on image. I want to position the text on the image. I want to position the text on the image. This image on the top of that image, I want to place what? Text. Then I have to define the position or not? Yes. Now I just take one container, and container position is what? Relative. Container position is what? Relative. Container. Assume that this is division, or it might be paragraph, right? And then top left, this is a class selector, and position is what here? Absolute. And top is given how many pixels? 8. And left is given how many pixels? 16. And this is a font size. Now image is there. Image width is given how much? 100%. And height of this is what? Auto. Opacity means that is what do you call it as? Yes, brightness, right? So that you can call it as which one? Opacity, right? Image opacity is given how much? 0.3. So the container position is what here? Relative. And text is what here? Text is text top left. What is the position is given? Absolute. Container, suppose you take a container, so which one is a container? A division is a container, and within this, which one you are displaying? Image. Can you say image is a absolute and division is what? Or image is what? Absolute, and division is what? Relative. So image is a ancestor of which one? Division. So division, what is the division position is here? What is the division position? Sorry, position, container position is what here? Relative. Division position is what? Relative. And within that, okay, within that you are trying to display which one? Image. Okay, image. But what is the image? Width is given 100%, height is given auto, and opacity is given 0.3. So just take one image, right? So we'll have one image. We'll just take, but see, try to understand this division. But this complete, try to understand absolute as well as what? Relative. Try to understand the difference between absolute and relative. Absolute, always the container, always the top level container is what? Relative. And within that, you display the container as a absolute, because you want the position inside elements with the absolute position of which one? Relative. Then you try to use relative, and what is that? Absolute. You try to use relative and absolute here. Suppose I just take one image. So any image, some image, any image you can take, right? Now this is an image. So some image here, right? So but where this image is within the division or not? Yes, this division position is absolute or relative? Relative. And within this, there is another division is there. Now this division position is absolute. This division position is what? Absolute of which one? Division 1. And because of that, you define the top left and font size, right? Once you run this, now you can see this is what here? Image. But this is image is taken how much? Alright, this image is taken complete width or not? Yes, I've just given width as 1000, right? What is the width? So we'll just take width is 100%. Image width is taken 100% here. So I just take, but height is taken 100, yeah, 50%, and this is also 50. But here I don't require to define the width and height, because already width and height is defined or not? Yes, this is width and height is defined. But here top container opacity. So what you can do is, now header 2, and this is paragraph, and we'll try to reduce the size of the image some 25%, and this is also 25%, because we'll display the text on it, right? Otherwise, we'll just define the container width. So container width is defined here. So this is top left only. Still we can reduce this. Yeah, still we can reduce this top left 25 and 25. Position absolute top left. So here is given, yes. what we can do is, so division container width and height will define. Container width is, so we'll just take not auto. So top left is there, but top left is how much space is given here? 0. We'll just take this as 0. Why? Because I want to display this text on the image. So here I want to display the text on the image. So we'll increase. Top is 20 pixels. Okay, we'll increase this. Now 50 pixels. Okay. And the left is, I want to give how many? Some 50. This also I want to give 50 pixels. Oh. Yes. But this is relative to which one? Yeah, this is relative to which one? Yes. This is a top left. See, this is division. Within the division, there is also image. I've taken this top left because within this division, there is a division is there, but this is a division and this is a image. Okay, image width is defined as 25% and height is defined. Image width is defined 45% and height is also defined as what? 25%. Can you see here image displayed and the text at the left side? What is the left is given here? Top is given 50 and the left is given how many pixels I have given? 20, right? Suppose I try to give the number of pixels at the left. So how many pixels I have given? 5. Okay, now if you want to display, add some text to an image in the top left corner. See here, this is image top left corner or not? Yes, because we try to take this container as which one? Relative. Same previous example only. Previous example is, see here, same like previous example only. What is that example? 20. Just now we have seen, right? Relative. We deleted, right? Okay. So no problem. We deleted that. No problem here. Okay. This is same like a previous one. Now position is given as what here? Absolute. And there is a top is given and there is also which one? Left. Okay. Now if you want to display the image, say if you want to display the image, now if you want to display the image, now you are displaying the image like this, right? Just here, how you are displaying the image. Now this is the image. I put it as it is. Now this is top of which side here? Left. Now is it this is the image or not? Yes. Now can you change? See here, can you change the left? Can you change the left? See left is given how many spaces here? What is the position of left? 16 pixels. Can you change this left position or not? Yes, you can change this left position, but image size is defined. Image width is defined here. What is the width of the image is given? 100, 1000, right? So we'll change this image width. Otherwise, is it text is moving or not moving? Not moving. See here, I said left. Yes, here left is given how many pixels here? 50. But previously how many spaces is given? 16 spaces. Because of image size is how much? See here, what is the size of the image? Image width is given how much percentage? 100%. But add some text to an image in the top left corner. But here is it added some text at the top left corner or not? Yes, it is added at the top left corner because top is given how much here? 8 pixels and left is given how many pixels? 16. and this is the size of the font. But can you change the top or not? Yes, you can also change the top. I just given top is what here, but this is relative to, see, this division. See, division is, now you are not talking about image, you're talking about which one? Division. This division is relative to, this division is absolute, but the outer division is relative of which one? Inner division. It means inner division move. I mean, inner division can be positioned according to the division of which one? Outer. Because outer division, which is called as a container, position is what? Relative. But inner division, which is called as a text, which position is what? Absolute. Which position is what? Absolute. Now you can define top and left, but this top and left according to which one? Or this top and left is according to which one? Container. This top and left is according to which one? Container. This is according to the container. Just decrease the height of this image, which is given 1000, right? Just change this width. So this is actually display width. Now you can see this is a top at which side here? Left side. Okay, but this is relative. This is relative to which one? Text. And this text is displayed where? At the top left side. See, if I remove this image, don't think about image. Okay, this display is based on which one? This display is based on which one? Division. See, this is a division, right? Within this division, I display the text. So this is a container. What is this here? Container is there. This is a container. Okay. This is a container or not? Yes. Is it this container is overlap? This text is overlap on the container or not? Yes. Why? Because we define what? What we define? What we define? Position of which one? Text. We define the position of text or division or not? Yes. What is the top is given? 10 pixels. Suppose if the top is given 0, is it this text is overlap? Is it text is overlap or not? Like that, what is my intention is, I want to display the image. What I want to display? Image. On the image, I want to display, or I want to display the image. On the image, I want to display what? Text. Okay, I want to display the image. On image, I want to display what? Text. Here we displayed the text on the text or not? Yes. But here I want to display the image. On image, I want to display which one? Text. So for that, you are using which one here? Absolute, and one more is which one? Relative. See here, this is outer container, but here I just change the top from 0 to how many pixels? 20. Is it moved down or not? Yes, but it is moved according to the which division? Outer division. It is moved according to which division? Outer. Now you can see top left, right? Can you move? Can you top left? Can you change the position of left or not? Yes. You can also change the position of which one? Left. But this is according to which one? Top. According to which container? Outer container. Is moved or not? Yes. But if I give 0, if I give this top as 0, is it this text is overlapped or not? Yes. But is it this moving or positioning is based on which one? Or based on which one? Container. Container position is what? Relative. And text inner position text is what here? Absolute. Relative, and one more is what? Absolute. Right? Then next one, see, my intention is just displaying one image. Displaying image, text, displaying text on the image. Displaying text on the image. Then container is a division, right? Container is one division. Within that, I displayed what? image. In the place of text, see here, this is text. I said this is text, right? So here, what is displayed? Array. In this division, outer division, what is displayed? Text is displayed. But in the place of text, what I'm displaying? Or in the place of text, what I displayed? Image. Or in the place of text, I displayed the image. Okay. On that image, what I want to display? On that image, what I want to display? Text. Then how I'm displaying the text? By taking another division. Okay. So this division position is relative to the outer division or not? Yes. So inner division position is what? Absolute. Inner division position is what? Absolute. To which one? Outer division. Then I define the position. What is that? Left position is some 0, or if I say top is 0, the top and left is according to which one? Relative to which one? Outer division. Relative to which division? Outer division, right? So the way how this text is overlap, in the same way, which one should be overlap? Image, right? On image, there should be what? Text. On image, there should be a text. That's the reason division clause top left. In the place of text, you can also take what? Image. But there is one more index property is there. And what is it? Index property is the Z index property. The Z index property specifies, just to try to understand, all these are useful. Please try to understand, all these are useful. The Z index property specifies the stack order of elements. The Z index property, when elements are positioned, they can overlap other elements. The Z index property specifies the stack order of an element. Which element should be placed in front of or behind the others? Which element? Here, when elements are positioned, they can overlap other elements. The Z index property specifies the stack order of an element, means which element should be placed in front of or behind the others. That is, bring to front, bring to what? Back. Okay. So that can be defined by using what property? Z index property. When it is overlapped, an element can have a positive or what? Negative stack order. It can have a positive as well as what? Negative stack order. Yeah, this is overlapping, right? Yes. Now again, I think in the previous case, we need to define the Z index. Because of that, is it displayed or not displayed? Not displayed because of we have not used which index? Z index. Yes, 23 dot. Yeah. So we'll just define the image here. Yeah, this is the image. I just write images. Yes. Once I run this, now you can see this is heading. Because of image has a Z index of what? -1. It will be placed behind what here? Text. But I change this Z index from -1 to what here? 0. I change this Z index from -1 to what here? 0. But where is the text is behind the image or on the image? Behind the image. But I want the text to be on the top of the image. Then I'll define the Z index as what? -1. I define the Z index as what? -1. So as a text is displayed on the top of which one? Image. But what is the position I've given? Absolute. Image position is absolute and left is 0 and top is what? 0. Right? Yeah. So for that you can use what index here? Z index. Because you have two things. One is the image is there. Because what is the position of image? What is the position of image? absolute. Then first displayed which one? Heading. And after displaying the heading, what is displayed? Image. And after that, what displayed here? Paragraph. Okay. So there is a heading. See, there is a heading is there, and there is a paragraph, and there is also image. But I want the image should be which one? Absolute. Absolute. Now this is paragraph, and after that display the image, and after that displayed which one? Paragraph. Suppose if I remove this image, okay, because left position is given 0 and top position also given what? 0. I just remove the image. What do you have? This is heading. Because the image has an index of -1, it will be placed behind what here? Text. And not only that, image position is given what? Absolute. Image position is given absolute. Suppose here I display the image. But what will happen if I display the image, first image? Then is it image is inline? Huh? Yes, image is inline. Now, after that, but what is the position is defined here? Absolute. What is the position of this image? Absolute. But left is given 0, top is given 0. But if I don't write this Z index, what will happen? There is if I don't write here Z index, what will happen? Yes, just try to see here. If I don't write a Z index, what happen? Is it image? Is it images displayed first or on the top of text? No. Image is where? Behind the image is on the top of text or not? Yes. But I want to move this image where? Back. Then what you define? Z index. Okay, just define the Z index as what? -1. Then what happened here? Is it image is moved back or not? Yes. But which one is displayed at the top here? Text. So for that, you can use Z index. Okay, Z index. This is one more property of position. This is one more property of position. The Z index, when elements are positioned, they can overlap other elements. The Z index property specifies the stack order of the elements. Which element should be placed in front of or behind the others? An element can have a positive or what? Negative stack order. So image is given position as what here? Absolute. But left is given 0 and top is given what? 0. And after that, I try to display this is heading, and after that displayed what? Image. And after that, because of image has a Z index as -1, it will be placed behind what? Text. So that is one more property called which one? Z index. Please just try to understand. These are different positions where you can place the elements, right? Yes. But I'll try to tell you like other layouts. There are some more layouts out there. So once we know these positions, we'll see some more layouts like flex layouts. Okay, tomorrow we'll be talking about how to work with the flex, and we'll try to see some applications, right? But not today, but tomorrow we'll see that, right? So thank you. We'll see tomorrow, right?